Imagine settling in for a cozy holiday binge, only to be thrown straight into a whirlwind of secrets, lies, and a Christmas dinner that turns into a full-blown Victorian murder mystery. Yeah, that is exactly what Mistletoe Murders Season 2 delivers. And today, we're unpacking every twist, every emotional punch, and that cliffhanger that has all of us begging Hallmark for a renewal. So grab your hot cocoa, because we're starting with a moment that instantly hooked fans. Emily's impossible choice when her longtime friend, yes, famous Ray himself, lands at the center of a murder investigation. She wants to trust him, but the bruised knuckles, the shady business problems, the tension, it all screams trouble. And while she's trying to piece together the truth, she's also trying to protect Sam, avoid her past as Grace blowing up in her face, and survive what might be the most chaotic Christmas season a Hallmark heroine has ever faced. Let's dig into how all of this unfolds. Emily's journey this season is layered with guilt, loyalty, and that lingering fear that she's repeating the same mistakes she made as Grace. Through flashbacks, we watch young Grace trust the wrong person, Aaron, and nearly lose everything. So when Ray shows up needing her help, we can feel that emotional tug-of-war inside her. She wants to be the friend she once was, the friend who never walks away, but she also knows how much that got her hurt before. That tension is what makes this storyline so gripping. And honestly, the way Ray slips into her home life, cooking breakfast, doing laundry, cracking jokes, it's hilarious and sweet in a way you don't expect from a murder suspect. But that's why Emily struggles so much. This isn't a simple case of right or wrong. This is a reminder that loyalty can become a trap, and Emily's terrified of falling into it again. And just when she's about to break from the pressure, only one person can help her, Sam. Now let's talk about the Sam of it all, because these two spent half the episode pretending they weren't in the world's most painfully adorable slow-burn romance. Emily wants to confide in him, but feels trapped by her promise to Ray. Sam knows Emily's hiding something, but doesn't want to push too hard. It creates this tension where every conversation feels like they're speaking in code. And then we have the added drama of Sam's ex-wife, Monica, swooping back into town, not to stir up relationship problems, but to represent Lauren in the case. Meanwhile, Violet, who used to idolize her mother's polished attorney life, is suddenly pulling away from that world entirely. She's learning who she is, who she wants to be, and Emily, without even realizing it, becomes the emotional compass that helps her choose honesty over expectations. It's messy, heartfelt, and layered, setting the stage for one of the season's most intense turning points. That turning point arrives when Emily finally breaks and confesses everything to Sam. And honestly, the relief on his face could have lit up the entire Christmas parade. He never wanted perfection. He just wanted honesty. But before they can even process that emotional step forward, the investigation tightens. Every clue points them deeper into the Victorian holiday dinner, which looks charming on the outside, but ends up feeling more like a live-action game of Clue. While Sam investigates from the front, Emily slips into her unofficial detective mode, piecing together people's motives, timelines, and awkward dinner table conversations. It's fun watching her navigate the chaos with this mix of holiday charm and laser-focused intensity. But as the tension builds, we also get glimpses of Grace's past, her heartbreak with Aaron, her fear of Chimera, and the moment she chose survival over loyalty. These parallels shape every choice she makes in the present, and the stakes begin to rise fast. And then comes one of the most dramatic moments of the season. Emily rushing into the restaurant after Sam suddenly stops answering his phone. What looks like a pool of blood on the floor turns out to be spilled wine. But the panic? Absolutely real. Moments later, they're trapped together in the walk-in freezer, and the entire tone shifts from investigative to intensely emotional. With freezing temperatures closing in, they huddle together for warmth, not exactly subtle. Hallmark. And the walls finally come down. Sam admits he regrets never asking her out. Emily reveals her real name, Grace. These two confessions carry years of fear and longing, and for the first time, they see each other without the layers of secrets, misunderstandings, and unresolved tension. It's vulnerable, raw, and beautifully acted. And when they make it out alive, it's clear that something between them has changed forever. But of course, the case isn't done with them yet. Back at the Victorian dinner, Emily and Sam dive deeper into the suspects, and the chef, Jean-Marc, becomes an instant red flag. He's evasive, dramatic, and wielding a giant knife. Never a great combination. But moments later, we learn he's not the killer. He only moved the body to protect the restaurant's reputation. The real bombshell comes when Emily pieces together a small but crucial detail that everyone else overlooked. The sommelier, Carrie, knew something she shouldn't have known about the victim's broken tooth. And once Emily confronts her, the truth spills out fast. Carrie didn't just kill Danny. She spirals into full-on villain mode, ready to take out anyone who gets in her way. It becomes a frantic race through the restaurant, and Emily unleashes fight moves that nobody expected from a Hallmark Christmas detective. It's thrilling, chaotic, and honestly, one of the most entertaining sequences the show has ever delivered. The aftermath of Carrie's breakdown brings a temporary calm, giving Emily and Sam the breathing room they desperately needed. And for once, Hallmark gives us a moment that feels genuinely cinematic. Sam is nervous. Yes, actually nervous, as he finally asks Emily out on an official date. And instead of choosing a crowded festival or a big romantic reveal, we get something much sweeter. A quiet winter evening, a softly lit gazebo, and the kind of stillness that makes everything feel more intimate. Their first kiss feels earned, not rushed, not dramatic, just beautifully human. Emily, who has spent years hiding, finally lets someone in. Sam, who's been waiting for the right moment, finally finds it. And for a few fleeting minutes, everything feels perfect. But because this is television, and because Hallmark absolutely wants another season, this calm is just the setup before the storm that hits in the final moments. As the season races toward its ending, fans start to sense what's coming. Hallmark loves a good cliffhanger, and Mistletoe Murders leans into that tradition with full force. Emily and Sam's relationship is finally moving into real territory. The case is wrapped, and the town is settling back into its holiday rhythm. Everything seems too peaceful, too tied up with a pretty bow. And sure enough, just when Emily seems ready to embrace her new life fully, the past she's been running from refuses to stay buried. The shadow of Chimera returns, and suddenly, Emily, Grace, isn't just a local sleuth with a blossoming romance. She's a woman with a dangerous secret. A secret that threatens everything she's built. The final scene leaves us on edge, hinting at new danger, new enemies, and new complications for her relationship with Sam. It's bold, dramatic, and exactly the kind of hook that fuels fan demand. This cliffhanger doesn't just set up potential danger, it sets up an entirely new direction for the series. With Emily's past now crashing directly into her present, Season 3, if renewed, could expand the show far beyond the familiar holiday town formula. Imagine longer seasons, bigger mysteries, deeper romances, and a truly serialized storyline where every episode pushes the larger plot forward. That's exactly what fans want. A blend of cozy Christmas vibes with high-stakes detective work. And because the cast is stacked with beloved Hallmark favorites, not to mention Sarah Drew giving 2 different performances in one show, there's huge potential here. Even the supporting arcs, like Violet discovering who she wants to be, and Sam navigating life as both sheriff and single dad, have room to grow. Mistletoe Murders has all the right ingredients. It just needs more time, more episodes, more room to breathe. And the viewers, they're practically begging for it. So now the question becomes, will Hallmark give us another season? Fans are loud, the buzz is growing, and Sarah Drew herself is advocating for longer seasons, pointing out just how many holiday traditions the show could explore. And honestly, she's right. This world feels rich enough to expand, with its mix of charm, danger, romance, and mystery. Right now, it plays like 3 interconnected movies, but with more episodes, it could become one of Hallmark's strongest yearly staples. Viewers want more Emily and Sam, more seasonal mysteries, more emotional depth, and more of that signature mistletoe murders magic. And if that cliffhanger tells us anything, it's that the writers are absolutely ready to deliver. So whether you're Team Sam and Emily, Team More Episodes, or Team Bring On More Christmas Crimes, one thing is clear: this series has only just begun, and we're all waiting, not so patiently, for the next chapter to arrive.